Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome all of you. So tomorrow is very very auspicious day for outside people. This is holy. For devotees also it is very very auspicious day. The appearance day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about whom yesterday we had a very nice video session later in the later part of our class, and I hope that you enjoyed that pastime of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they blessed and bestowed their unlimited compassion and mercy upon two sinful brothers, Jagai and Madhai, and how Madhai, who offended Nityananda Prabhu by striking on his forehead by earthen pot, so blood started oozing out. But still, Nityananda Prabhu is offering prayers to this Madhai, who is most sinful of all sinners, and begging that please chant Hare Krishna mantra. Now you see who is Nityananda. Nityananda is Lord Balaram himself. Maya Tite Vyapi Vaikuntha Loke Purneshware Sri Chaturvyuha Madhye Rupam Yashodbhati Sankarshanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. Nityananda Ram is Sankarshan, Balaram itself. He is beyond this material world, Maya Tite, and he is the husband of goddess of fortune, Sankarshan Balaram, and he descended in the form of Nityananda. And that Nityananda, who is holding on his unlimited hoods in the form of Ananta Shesha, all the Brahmandas, all the material world contains millions and millions of unlimited Brahmandas. All the Brahmandas, they are staying on the hoods of Ananta Shesh. And that Ananta Shesh is none other than expansion of Nityananda Prabhu. And that Nityananda is going and pleading from this such a sinful creature, Jagai Madhai, that please chant Hare Krishna mantra. Because Nityananda Prabhu understands when they will chant Hare Krishna mantra, what will happen to them. But this Jagai and Madhai, these sinful people, they didn't understand, and they hurted the Nityananda Prabhu. And when this news reached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became furious and he became like thunderbolt. He invoked his Sudarshan Chakra, because as we know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. In Bhagavatam, in Padma Puran, in many many scriptures, it is revealed that even Prahlad Maharaj, when Narsimha Dev appeared, so into Narsimha, yesterday, tomorrow is the festival of Prahlad Maharaj also, Narsimha Dev, as being Holika Dahan. I guess today is only Holika Dahan. So Prahlad Maharaj, in his prayers to Lord Narsimha, he offers that Channa Kalau Yadabhavan Triyugota Sattvam. Lord Krishna will appear in Kali Yuga in Channavatar. Channavatar means covered incarnation. He will not exhibit his real opulence of Bhagavan. Just like Krishna, he manifested all his opulences, all the six opulences as Bhagavan. But Krishna, when he will appear in Kali Yuga, people will not know about him that he is Bhagavan, because he will come as his devotees. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, when he heard the news that two sinful creatures, they have offended, they have hurted Nityananda, who is more important than my own body to me, who is more dear to me than my own body, and that Nityananda is got hurted. So he became angry like thunderbolt and invoked his Sudarshan Chakra, wanted to kill him. But then Nityananda Prabhu again requested and pleaded, please don't kill. So this is the mood of a devotee, because Nityananda Prabhu is Balaram, he has come in the mood of devotee. So therefore, he is taking the position of devotee and praying from Krishna, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has become very, very angry. He is ready to kill. He is ready to sever the head of these two Jagai and Madhai sinful creatures. But Nitya devotee, he is praying as a devotee that don't kill them. If you are going to kill them, then you have to kill all the people of this world, because in Kali Yuga all the people are sinful. So then, after a lot of pleading and requesting to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed his unlimited mercy to these Jagai and Madhai, and they became very great Vaishnava devotees. So this pastime yesterday we had. Today also I have selected some pastime, wonderful pastime. We'll see that. Before that, let us read some bit of 3 verses. We'll discuss about Bhagavad Gita, and we are going to conclude the first chapter. And in the first chapter itself, we have developed so many wonderful concepts, understanding, insights, and I hope all of you are enjoying. Therefore, you are continuing. But when Lord Krishna will start speaking, just imagine how nectarian our discussion would become. Now Krishna has not even started speaking. Just Arjuna is exhibiting his all the different kind of bodily features, emotions. He has, he has got overwhelmed by different emotions by seeing his own near and dear ones, and he's not able to fight. He has lost his composure. But in that also, by reading Prabhupada's purport, we are getting so much of, you know, knowledge that is very, very practical. So we'll continue that 3 verses, and then we'll watch one very wonderful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again, because tomorrow is the appearance day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So therefore, tomorrow I would request this Hare Krishna mantra, what we are chanting, this is being given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. He descended, Krishna only he is, and he descended and he distributed freely, that just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we'll get the same result which was being gained, which was being, achieved by the great sages after performing thousands years of sacrifice. Earlier, the great sages, because they would know that what is the purpose of life, to realize ourselves. Who am I? I'm not this body, then who am I? If I'm not this body, then who am I? Let us discover myself. Let us discover who am I, what is my real identity, true identity. So in search of journey of self discovery, they would leave all these family relations, all their kingdoms, everything, and they will go to forest, they will go to Himalaya in order to practice austerity, very severe austerity, penances, just to understand the real identity, the purpose of life, and achieving the highest goal in life. And it would take thousands and thousands of years of hardship and penances. That same result which in Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, people would achieve, these great sages, stalwart sages would achieve that same benefit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has very magnanimously, very munificently, he has bestowed to all of us who are most sinful people. We how much sinful we all are in Kali Yuga, but still Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has appeared. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Krishna has appeared in the form, in the mood of Radharani, because Radharani is the greatest devotee of Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has accepted the color and mood of Radharani, but he is Krishna himself. So the color of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden. So therefore another name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gaur Sundar, Gaur Hari, Gauranga. So like this, these are different names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he is freely distributing that highest purpose of life, that perfection, the most sublime position, just by not by leaving the home, not by leaving your duties, responsibility, just you be at your own place. Thane sthita shruti gatam. Whatever you are doing, you do that. But every day you hear submissively, not in arrogant mood. Arrogance closes your mind, spiritual senses, and opens your mouth. So in arrogance, if somebody comes and hears, then he will not get spiritual understanding, because this spiritual understanding is in contrast to material understanding. Material understanding, you are intelligent, you can go and read more and get that. But spiritual understanding is more of mercy. You receive this when you are bestowed. Otherwise, whatever circus you do, gymnastic you do, but you're not going to realize who you are. You will remain in the bodily concept of life. You will not proceed further. You will not get any blessings of Krishna. And then you'll think that what is this bhakti all about, chanting Hare Krishna? No gain, no nothing. At least if I would have done some sense gratificatory activities, some business, I would have gained so much, because you are not properly following the right way. But when we follow the right way, right process, then every step you feel. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given 8 instructions only. The first instruction, it is that about chanting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that everybody is anxious to get happiness which is eternal. Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Everybody is looking for love. Everybody is looking for society, friendship, and love. A good society, good friendship, and good love. People are looking for this, but actually, we are not getting none of these things in eternity. Our love is getting cheated, or it is being separated or destroyed. Our society, family, everything. We are all here helpless, helplessly leading our life in hope that I will gain someday this life, but it remains a hope and dream, and one day we become out of scene. That happiness, that eternal happiness for which we are ever anxious, that happiness Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is freely offering. How? Just by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Believe me, this chanting Hare Krishna mantra is miraculous activity. Just you perform it perfectly. What is the process? You chant and hear. If this you can do, you won't feel like stopping it. It will be like nectar flowing from your mouth and entering your heart and purifying your contaminations, all your bad things in your heart, contaminated consciousness, and you are enjoying newer and newer bliss, not older and older, you know, um, material stuff. Here you will get newer and newer mellows. This is called spiritual life by chanting Hare Krishna. This is what human life is meant to experience. This is human life is not meant to experience some paled, some already which is chewed, just like sugarcane. You have chewed, and once again you try to take out the juice. Would you get? No. Similarly, material happiness. Material happiness we have already experienced so many times, but still we will crave for that. Maybe this time I can get. So it is called punah punas charvit charvananam. In Bhagavatam it is said. Already we have chewed, we have experienced. First year we experienced spring fest and cultural night, everything, but we didn't get any happiness satisfaction. Our heart even more it burnt. But now in second year I have come, I'm thinking now in this year might be I can achieve happiness, experience the bliss. But second year also passes, third year is also there is hope, lot of hope. Maybe this time if I enjoy spring fest or cultural night or so many other things, I may get happiness. Like this is called chewing the chewed. Already which is chewed, you are trying to take squeeze out the juice from that. So this is called material happiness. But spiritual happiness is much against this, opposite to it, that every moment you will enjoy anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam. So these are the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And how can we achieve that? By living our family, society, nation? No. Just we have to add one. Whatever we are doing, just do that. There is no denial. Krishna consciousness movement, the process, this moment is of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's moment. What moment we are following, the teachings which we are following, the authenticity of this moment is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Everybody's knowledge has some authentication. If there is no authentication, we should not take the knowledge from there. So the authentication of our knowledge we are receiving from directly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is revealed in the scriptures widely as Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the knowledge which he is giving is perfect and pure, perfect, simple, and sublime. This is the characteristics of the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And therefore, when we practice it, immediately we get relief. Immediately we start experiencing the bliss. We start experiencing the higher taste, intelligence. Life becomes very smooth. It becomes free from all kinds of struggle in life. You become peaceful, you become serene, calm. This is the power of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. So anybody who follows the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not very, very complicated. His teaching is only just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Nityananda Prabhu, that you go out and meet people and request them chanting Hare Krishna. So some people would accept, but the sinful people like Jagai Madhai, they did not accept. So this was Nityananda Prabhu was doing on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what was Nityananda Prabhu doing? Nityananda Prabhu was only requesting people to chant Hare Krishna mantra. So this is the purpose of devotees. We also request everybody, so kindly chant Hare Krishna mantra. Ultimately, after reading Bhagavad Gita, after understanding Bhagavad Gita, if we could not chant Hare Krishna mantra, or if we could not follow the essence of Bhagavad Gita is worshipping the Supreme Lord Krishna. That is the Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita discussion is between Arjuna and Krishna, and Arjuna is devotee, Krishna is Supreme Lord. So what the Lord and his devotee will discuss? Bhakti only. Bhakti only discuss. No, if two businessmen they meet, what they will discuss about business? No, if two students of same department they meet, what they will discuss about department knowledge, how to study this and that. Examination time is going on. Similarly, if Arjun and Krishna they are meeting, what they will discuss? Bhakti. So if we don't develop the bhakti to Krishna, then our this all the stuff discussion will become waste. And it is also said, now you can think that, so why should I waste my time in understanding Bhagavad Gita? Anyway, I'm not going to chant Hare Krishna. So if we are not going to chant Hare Krishna, then another verse in Bhagavatam comes that Dharma swanusita pumsa vishwakshena kathasuya notpadet yadiratim shram eva hi kevalam. Whatever activities we are doing, the essence, the culmination point of all the activities is develop attachment to love, develop attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. Utpadayat ratim. Rati means attachment. Utpad means develop. Hari means Supreme Lord Krishna. The essence of all the activities, whatever we are doing, whether it is study or job or politics or whatever, the essence of all these things is culmination. It should culminate to develop attachment to Krishna. That was our Varnashram system, which we were discussing yesterday. That was the Varnashram system's purpose, that some or other it will take all classes of people to attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. That was it. That was the way it was designed. So any activity we are doing, if we are not developing attachment to Krishna, then we are leading a life of sin, and that is useless. That there is no meaning in that life, because ultimately we are going to leave behind everything and continue in the journey, and next what we are going to become we don't know. So therefore we must develop attachment to Krishna. And how we can develop attachment to Krishna? By understanding Bhagavad Gita principles. And after understanding, when you will read the last verses, then you will see that Krishna is demanding this only: you surrender unto me. The last verse of Bhagavad Gita, the instruction of Bhagavad Gita is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Saranam Vraja. Arjun, you just surrender everything and take my shelter, and I will give you all protection. Krishna is promising also. We all are running for protection. We all are seeking for protection of a very high class person. We all are looking for protection of very powerful personality, powerful politician, like this influential person. Krishna here is promising Arjuna, not through Arjuna, he is actually promising us that I am the Supreme Lord, so why to worry? You just take my shelter, I will give you all the protection. So after understanding Bhagavad Gita, we'll come to this conclusion that take the shelter of Krishna very tightly, hold his lotus feet very tightly. Krishna will give all protection to us, because this world where we are living, every moment, padam yad vipadam natesham, every moment there is danger. Anything can happen at any time. Yes or no? We feel every time you are walking, something happens, and some leg pain or whatever. One student in our Bliss 2, when we were organizing our second um, series of Bhagavad Gita, so one student very seriously attending our classes, but suddenly he stopped because his father met an accident. Not that he was driving, he was doing his morning walk, and from behind one four-wheeler came and struck him, and वो बेचारे गिर गए और बहुत serious उनको injury हुई. Finally, he could not be served. He could not. He was not saved. He died. So this is what this material world. But when we are in the shelter of Krishna, then Krishna is saying, I will protect you. I will give you all the protection. So how to hold the feet of Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna. So ultimately, we have to come to this point that chanting Hare Krishna is everything. So I request everybody, please start chanting Hare Krishna if you have not started, or if you have started, keep increasing, because you can think that chanting is time killing. No, chanting is controlling your mind, sharpening your intelligence. Just like somebody asks you to cut the trees, and he give you an axe, that you take this axe and go and cut the trees. So what business would you first do? You will do first, you will be sharpening the axe. First you will sharpen, then next, suppose you have been given 1 hour. So first half an hour you just sharp the axe, then next half an hour you can go on cutting the trees. Fatafat, fatafat. In the same way, our intelligence, by chanting Hare Krishna, materially, spiritually, you are getting all the benefit, but you want to feel materially also some benefit. Materially, yes, you will feel your intelligence will become sharpened, and your adaptivity will increase, your productivity will increase. It's like this. These are the benefits. These are byproducts of chanting Hare Krishna. The main product is you will get the highest perfection of life, that is going back to Krishna. Okay, so these are all about Kshatriya Mahaprabhu's teachings and his life, how we have to practice this. So chanting Hare Krishna is the essence. If we don't come to the chanting Hare Krishna, then our discussion is of no use. So I am simply here speaking, and you are hearing, but there will be no essence, there will be no meaning in our discussion unless you adopt the process of chanting Hare Krishna. And it is very simple. You have to just chant and hear. No need to leave behind anything. Just you add this chanting Hare Krishna. Okay. So now I'm sharing the Bhagavad Gita, which 3 verses today we'll discuss. And after this, 3 more verses will be remaining, which we'll discuss the day before, the day after tomorrow, because tomorrow we cannot conduct the classes. You also will be busy somewhere, and I'll be also busy here in celebrating Gaur Purnima. So tomorrow there will be no class. Saturday we'll conclude Bhagavad Gita first chapter, and Sunday I'll once again take a quick recap of first chapter, and then we'll go to second chapter. So this is all about our first chapter program. Now I am sharing the understanding about these 3 verses. So quickly we'll finish this. Yes, so yesterday we had discussed till verse number 40. Today, verse number 40, the purport was very, very important, and translation, it was about women, the chastity and faithfulness of more women, because women are going to be, they are producing the new progeny. So all the progeny is coming from women. And if women are only polluted, then the progeny which are going to come, they're also polluted. So it is very, very important to give all the protection to women. It is not slavery, but giving protection. So it is not killing the desires also. Protection does not mean that you kill the desires. No, all the desires will be facilitated to the women, but in the protection. So like this, we understand more better in Bhagavatam. Like Kunti Maharani, there is Devavuti's life of Devavuti, life of Mother Sita. All kinds of pastimes are given us to understand how how a good lifestyle can be led. So it is very important to have a good, chaste and faithful uh, life as a women, and as a men, we should be very responsible, and we should be very pure in heart, and we should be cultured enough to give all protection to the women, not act like scrupulous people, rowdies, and running behind after lusty desires, satisfying our lust, which can never be satisfied. So this was understanding which we gained yesterday. Now today, in continuation, Arjuna is again giving such a strong reasoning as, you see, Arjuna was so very intelligent, no? He has understood all the philosophy, scriptural knowledge from his disciplic succession. So now what he is continuing here, he's saying, Sankaro narka yaiva kulagna nam kulascha patanti pitro hiesham lupt pindodaka kriya. Means, when there is increase of unwanted population, how the unwanted population will flood in the society? When women are polluted. So if women are polluted, then the population which are going to come will be unwanted. And if unwanted population has increased, then a hellish situation is created both for family and for those who destroy the family tradition. In such corrupt families, There is no offering of oblations of food and water to the ancestor. So there is another good understanding Arjuna is bringing here, that if suppose family is corrupted, then there will be no offering of oblations, pindadan, which in India it is very famous. And we do pindadan or Shraddha ceremony. It is very popularly known as Shraddha. So it has got a great meaning, science it is. So here Prabhupada very nicely explains. Let us read this. So according to the rules and regulations of fruitive activities, there is a need to offer periodical food and water to the forefathers of the family. And forefathers जो family के उनको periodical food offer करना बहुत ही जरूरी है. क्यों? This offering is performed by worship of Vishnu. विष्णु वर्शिप करते हैं because यहाँ प्रभुपाद लिखते हुए because why eating the remnants of food offered to Vishnu can deliver one from all kinds of sinful action. So here we are deriving one very important learning as prasad. When we take prasad which is offered to Krishna, Vishnu, then it frees us from all kinds of sinful reaction, and we are all suffering from sins we have committed. And so the best way to get out of sin is take prasadam of Krishna. Just see how powerful Krishna Prasadam is. So therefore, the Shraddha ceremony is very, very powerful, because in this Shraddha ceremony, in this offering oblation, the prasad of Vishnu is offered them by a mantra process. So don't think that, oh, ancestor is living some planet and from here I can offer them prasad. How is it possible? No, it is possible. Earlier there was mantra process, mantra power. By mantra you can do anything. By mantra, Dasharatha shooted an arrow which went and killed Shravan Kumar. Just that is the potency of Shraddha, mantra power. So we should not deny, we should not become ignorant to, we should not become so much demoniac to ignore these understanding which are given here. Earlier this potency was there, power was there in mantra. So even today, if you chant mantra and offer this Vishnu Prasad to ancestors, it will reach them. So here we understand that how powerful the Prasad of the Lord is. So therefore, anytime you go to any temple of Krishna, please don't forget to take Prasadam. And always keep asking from the devotees that, Prabhu, please send me Prasadam, please give me Prasadam. Or if you're not getting, you come to the temple here and take Prasadam, because Prasadam is in third chapter also, again Krishna will come to this point, how Prasadam is very, very important to take. Okay, now this point we have understood. Sometimes the forefathers may be suffering from various types of sinful reactions. So क्या होता है, कभी कभी हमारे forefathers भी बहुत sinful होते हैं और वो सफर कर रहे होंगे कहीं अपने planet पे, some ghastly planet, they would be suffering because they have committed so many sins. So now it is duty of a son to deliver them. Therefore, many times father, parents, they stop students to chant Hare Krishna. They would say, what this chanting Hare Krishna you are doing? So no, we should understand that how it is very, very important chanting also, because my father, my parents are all, who will stop chanting Hare Krishna? Who is sinful? Simple thing. Any parent, if he is sober, he is intelligent, he will not stop his sons to chant Hare Krishna. But if he is stopping, that means he is sinful, he is atheistic, or he is of atheistic temperament. So we should understand that father is sinful. So to protect my father, this chanting only will help. So I should not accept the teachings of my father. Rather, I should accept the teachings of my great father, who is Krishna. Because this teaching will help this father also, material father of mine. So we should put intelligence. So sometimes here, same thing Prabhupada is writing here. Forefathers may be suffering. Forefathers may be suffering. But in different hellish planets, various types of sinful, because of various types of sinful reaction. And sometimes some of them cannot even acquire a gross material body and are forced to remain in subtle body as ghost. So ghost and ghost understanding is true. It is not mythology. It is not fiction. Ghost exist. Ghost means simply when somebody does not have a gross body, he is simply living in subtle body of mind, intelligence, and false ego. That is called ghost. So any person who commits suicide, they become ghost. So thus, when remnants of prasadam food are offered to forefathers by descendants, the forefathers are released from ghostly or other kinds of miserable life. Just see how important it is to offer oblation to ancestors. They will be relieved highly. They are suffering somewhere, and just by your offering prasad to them of Vishnu, they will be relieved from that miserable life and they will get a next good body. How relieved it is, you know. So therefore, this is very, very important. Now this offering oblation is now today, it is now perfectly, not perfectly done, because there are no qualified brahmanas. So now what to do? Alternative is also given. Just see, Krishna has given always alternative. What is the alternative? Some time from 5 to 8 minutes I will take extra, so after that you can continue your other work. Sorry for that. Simply by performing devotional service, one can deliver hundreds and thousands of forefathers. Just see, till here we discussed that our one forefather will be liberated by offering oblation. But just see the power of devotional service. Devotional service means chanting Hare Krishna mantra, worshipping Krishna. Simply by performing devotional service, one can deliver hundreds and thousands of forefathers from all kinds of misery. Just see, and it is not some exaggerated statement. Prabhupada has quoted verse also. Prabhupada is not writing something, which is there coming in his mind just to exaggerate the devotional service to Krishna. Sometimes many people say, oh Prabhupada तो कृष्णा कृष्णा ही करते रहते हैं, लॉर्ड शिवा या किसी और के बारे में तो बोलते ही नहीं. नहीं भैया, क्योंकि सारे शास्त्र ही कृष्णा के बारे में बोलते हैं. यहाँ देखो, ये शास्त्र में क्या लिखा है? देवर्षि भूताप्त नृणाम पितॄणाम न किंकरो नायम ऋणी च राजन सर्वात्मनाय शरणम शरण्यम गतो मुकुंदम परिहृत्य करतम. Who is Mukunda? Tell me. Mukunda is Krishna. So Prabhupada is not writing something out of his own, whim. It is not whimsical statement. Prabhupada has given everywhere the reference why he is writing every now and then Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Many people say because you are following Krishna, so therefore you say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. No, because Shastras are saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So Prabhupada has also said Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And therefore we are also saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So you should also say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. This is the way to take knowledge from disciplic succession. There is no change in the knowledge. This is called now taking knowledge in the perfect way. So what is the translation? I know you will not understand Sanskrit, but here it is written, Deva means demigod, Rishi means sages, Bhuta means living entity, Apta means relative, Nidam means human beings, and Pitrina means ancestor. So na kinkaro nayam rini charajan. हम लोग 6 लोगों के ऋणी हैं. We all the human beings are indebted to 6 kinds of people. तो लेकिन और लोग बोलते हैं अरे अपनी माँ बाप के ऋणी हैं, जैसे तक हम उनका कर्ज नहीं चुकाएंगे हम मुक्ति नहीं मिलेगी हमें. तो कुछ लोग हमें व्यंग मारते हैं डिवोटीज को कि आपने फादर मदर को छोड़ दिया, आपने फादर मदर की सेवा नहीं की, आपको कभी मुक्ति नहीं मिलेगी. उसका रेफ्यूटेशन इस श्लोक में भागवतम में बताया गया है. नहीं, ऐसी नहीं है. आप माता पिता के ही ऋणी नहीं है, आप 6 लोगों के ऋणी हैं. हम केवल माता पिता को पकड़ के बैठ जाते, अरे तुम माता पिता के ऋणी हो, तुम माता पिता. अरे भैया, बाकी और के भी ऋणी हैं, उनका ऋण कैसे चुकाओगे? चलो चुकाओ उनका भी ऋण. तुम्हें सूरज की रोशनी मिल रही है, तुम्हें चंद्रमा की रोशनी मिल रही है, तुम्हें हवा मिल रहा है, पानी मिल रहा है, ये सब तुमको कौन दे रहा है? अभी रात में आप लोग बैठे हैं, लाइट के नीचे बैठे हैं ना, लाइट का बिल आता है कि नहीं आता? आता है. और लाइट की बिल अगर आप नहीं देंगे तो क्या 1 महीने बाद कट हो जाएगा? लेकिन दिन में आप लाइट ले रहे हैं, रात में आप मून शाइन ले रहे हैं, जहां से आपको जूसी फ्रूट्स वेजिटेबल्स मिल रहे हैं. आपने कभी इसका बिल पे किया? नहीं किया. सो इसके भी आप इंडेटेड हैं. तो इसका बिल कैसे पे करना है? और आपसे नॉलेज ले रहे हैं, भगवत गीता नॉलेज कौन दिया? व्यास देव जी ने दिया. आप व्यास देव जी के इंडेटेड हैं. आप कुत्ते बिल्ली ये सब जानवरों के इंडेटेड हैं, क्योंकि ये पूरा इकोसिस्टम को बैलेंस करके रखे हैं. पेड़ के आप इंडेटेड हैं. इंसेस्टर के आप इंडेटेड हैं. तरीके के 6 तरीके के लोग हैं जिनको आप इंडेटेड हैं. तो इनसे हम अपना ऋण कैसे चुकाएं? यहाँ पर बताया गया है, सर्वात्मना यह शरणम शरण्यम गतो मुकुंदम परिहृत्य कर तुम. अगर किसी ने गतो मीन्स कर लिया, क्या कर लिया? परिहृत, पूरी तरीके से. मुकुंदम, मुकुंद भगवान कृष्ण का शरण ले लिया, तो वो पूरी तरीके से ये 6 जो ऋण है ना, पहली लाइन में बताया गया, इन सब से फ्री हो जाएंगे हम सारे. ऑल द डेट्स विल बिकम फ्रीड फ्रॉम. 6 लोगों को हम ऋणी हैं, और 6 के 6 से हम फ्री हो जाएंगे केवल और केवल भगवान कृष्ण की भक्ति करने से, केवल और केवल हरे कृष्ण मंत्र जप करने से. सोचो भगवान का नाम कितना पावरफुल है ना? तो चलो, मुझे अब पूरा विश्वास है आप लोग चैंटिंग करेंगे. आज से स्टार्ट कर देंगे. कल बहुत ही अच्छा दिन है, गौर पूर्णिमा है, चैतन्य महाप्रभु का जन्मदिन है. जितना हम लोग जन्माष्टमी सेलिब्रेट करते हैं जिस स्केल पर, उसी स्केल पे हम लोग गौर पूर्णिमा भी सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. कल पूरा पूरा विश्व, पूरा ब्रह्मांड गूंजेगा गौरांगा गौरांगा के नाम से, क्योंकि पूरा ब्रह्मांड में गौरांगा के नाम का जप होगा कल. सो कल बहुत ही पावरफुल डे है. टुमारो इज वेरी वेरी ऑस्पिशियस डे. यू मे नॉट रियलाइज इट, but the constellations of stars, everything is going to be perfectly aligned. Any activity you will do, it will achieve benefit 1,000 times. So I request all of you to kindly start your chanting from tomorrow, at least 4 rounds, half an hour. भगवान ने 24 घंटे दिए यार, 1-2 घंटे हम नहीं निकाल सकते तो भगवान के लिए, अपने लिए, तो ये तो बड़ी विडंबना की बात, बड़ी दयनीय स्थिति है फिर. इट इज मैटर ऑफ ग्रेट moroseness that we are not able to take out at least 1 hour, 1.5 hour for our own spiritual benefit, for chanting Hare Krishna. 4 माला जप करने के लिए आधे घंटे लगते हैं. For half an hour can't we take out? We can take out. We have so many times for so many other bad things, so many nonsense stuff. So why can't we take half an hour time for chanting Hare Krishna? And tomorrow I would request, kindly chant 16 rounds and experience the bliss, transcendental bliss, which you can feel ever. 16 rounds. Get up early in the morning, be excited. Tomorrow get up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and when your all the family members, friends, they are sleeping, take bath silently and chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds by playing the track of Prabhupada or whatever you can yourself chant. Chant 16 rounds and see miracle happening in your life. This is guaranteed. I'm not speaking my own. People have tried. You also try. So this we do. Tomorrow आप चैंटिंग करो, 16 माला जप करो आप सब लोग, और मुझे पर्सनली मैसेज करना, प्रभु मैंने इतना माला 16 माला जप किया. केवल कल के लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि कल का दिन इज रियली, ऐसा दिन नहीं आएगा लाइफ में बार बार. तो कल आप लोग करो और रिजल्ट देखो आप लोग. चलो ना, सो दिस इज हाउ. अच्छा, एक श्लोक और. नाउ ड्यू टू द एविल डीड्स ऑफ द डिस्ट्रॉयर्स of family tradition, all kinds of community project and family welfare activities are devastated. So इस तरीके से अर्जुन बहुत सारी रीजन दे रहे हैं कि एविल डीड से क्या हो जाएगा, फैमिली डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगी, ट्रेडिशन और कम्युनिटी प्रोजेक्ट सब खत्म हो जाएंगे. तो इसमें प्रभुपाद ने सनातन धर्म के बारे में बताया गया है कि सनातन धर्म कितना इंपॉर्टेंट था, क्योंकि उसमें लीडर्स बहुत ही अच्छे थे. आजकल के लीडर ब्लाइंड हैं. सो ब्लाइंड लीडर्स वी आर फॉलोइंग, सो वी आर ऑल्सो ट्रेडिंग अ path which is led by blind men and will also fall into ditch. So be aware to whom follow, whether follow Krishna or follow blind leaders, follow Prabhupada or follow blind leaders, follow devotees or follow blind sense gratifier. सेंस ग्रेटिफायर को फॉलो करेंगे तो आप सेंस ग्रेटिफायर बनेंगे. सेंस ग्रेटिफायर बनेंगे तो क्या होगा, सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन करेंगे खूब. सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन करेंगे तो क्या होगा, आप फ्रस्ट्रेट होंगे, और फिर फाइनली फ्रस्ट्रेट होंगे तो डिप्रेशन में जाएंगे, एंग्जाइटी में जाएंगे, ओवर थिंकिंग में जाएंगे. फाइनली आपको लगेगा आप सुसाइड ही कर लेते हैं. चलो, तो सुसाइड बिकम्स नॉर्मल. एंड सुसाइड करेंगे तो क्या होगा, घोस्ट बन जाएंगे. फिर आप भ्रमण करो ऐसे ही पागलों की तरह, आप यू विल सफर इवन मोर इन घोस्ट बॉडी. People think that by committing suicide will be relieved from the suffering. No, you suffer even more in a ghost body. So this is the situation. So किसको follow करना है, it is very very important. Follow the devotees, be in the good association, follow Prabhupada's teaching, follow Krishna. Your life will be sublime. So now last verse of today, the translation. Oh Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by, you see what Arjuna said, I have heard by disciplic succession. Very important. Sometimes we hear from somewhere, anywhere we hear. अच्छा मैंने ऐसा सुना भगवत गीता में ये हुआ. अरे कहाँ सुना भाई भगवत गीता में? भगवत लोग बोलते हैं भगवत गीता में भगवान ने ये किया. भगवत गीता में भगवान ने कुछ किया नहीं, भगवत गीता में भगवान ने बोला. लेकिन लोग क्या बोलते हैं, अरे भगवत गीता में भगवान ने ऐसा किया. अरे भगवत गीता में भगवान ने कुछ किया ही नहीं, भगवत गीता में भगवान ने बोला है भैया. So people don't have any understanding what is Bhagavad Gita, what is Bhagavatam. Just heard from somewhere, TV serial में देख लिया. आजकल टीवी वाले भी कुछ भी दिखाते हैं. So be aware of watching any serial about Krishna from the TV, because they are making money out of that. For that they can show anything to create emotions, to create some scene which can capture the attention of people. They may show anything, any bad stuff. So we should only hear from the authorized source. What Arjuna is saying here, I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family tradition dwell always in hell. So एक तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि आप कहाँ सुन रहे हैं, और दूसरा आप अगर फैमिली ट्रेडिशन को ब्रेक करेंगे तो नरक में जाएंगे. Two learnings will derive here, then I'll stop. That is the way of receiving a real knowledge. One cannot reach the real point of factual knowledge without being held by a right person who is already established in the knowledge. तो डिवोटी से एसोसिएशन करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. डिवोटी के बिना आप भगवद गीता का नॉलेज नहीं ले सकते, और भगवद गीता का नॉलेज नहीं लेंगे तो आपको राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट लाइफ नहीं मिलेगा. राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट लाइफ इफ यू डोंट गेट, then you will lead a blind life, and blind life means hellish life. You will go deeper and deeper into darkest region of hell, forgetting and not caring about the purpose of life. So therefore get a right person and take his association who is established in real knowledge. Okay, so this is the first learning. Now second learning, which is in pink highlighted. One who is always engaged in sinful activity must utilize the process of ablution called प्रायश्चित. अच्छा ठीक है, अब ये भी है कि जो अगर सिन किया है तो उसको प्रायश्चित भी करना चाहिए. प्रायश्चित नहीं करेंगे तो कहाँ जाएंगे? One surely will be transferred to hellish planet, नरक में जाएंगे, to undergo miserable lives as the result of sinful activities. So sinful activity हम सब लोग करे हैं, खूब करते हैं, तो करते आए हैं, कर भी रहे हैं. So it is very very important to atone. There should be process of atonement. So please atone. And what is the best process of atoning is chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So with this I will stop here unless you have question. You can ask if you have a question, otherwise I will continue. You all can continue. And I thought of sharing one pastime of Kashmiri Pandit who was very very scholar. So I thought of sharing video, but let me explain in 2 minutes. 2 minute और सुन लीजिए. What is the pastime of Keshav Kashmiri? So Kashmir was very famous in scholars. अभी कश्मीर का मूवी भी चल रहा है in trending. So that therefore this pastime is related to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, Nimai, because he was earlier named as Nimai, he was very scholar in Sanskrit and grammar. In Sanskrit and grammar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was named as Nimai, very scholarly person. In Navadvip, Nadia. And Nadia was very famous for scholars. Nadia means Bengal, Navadvip. And this Keshav, who was from Kashmir, he was also Digvijay. Digvijay means he has defeated all the scholars around the planet. He has defeated everyone. Digvijay means 10 दिशाओं को उसने defeat कर दिया था. So Prabhuji, who should wear Kanti Mala? May I know, Prabhuji? Kanti Mala should, everybody can wear Kanti Mala. वो बाद में बताऊंगा, एक बार आप ये पास टाइम सुन लो. So this Keshav Kashmiri, he thought चलो हमें नवद्वीप में वहां पर बड़े बड़े स्कॉलर उनको डिफीट करते हैं. So he came to Navadvip. So in Navadvip, all the scholars they started fearing कि अरे कश्मीर से केशव आ रहा, केशव कश्मीरी, he is very very scholarly. अब क्या होगा, उसको कौन डिफीट करेगा? तो लोगों ने बोला ये निमाई बड़ा नटखट है. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very very naughty, notorious person. He will go and debate with anybody and everybody, whether he is senior or junior, and he will defeat everyone. So people had become completely depressed by Nimai and all, वो पूरा परेशान हो गए थे कि चलो दिग्विजय आ रहा है, केशव कश्मीर आ रहा है, तो निमाई से मिला देंगे. निमाई हार गया तो भी ठीक, जीत गया तो भी ठीक. हार गया तो बोल देंगे अरे वो तो बच्चा था, चलो हमसे लड़ो, और जीत गए तो हमारा नाम होगा, चलो नवदीप का एक छोटा बच्चा केशव कश्मीरी को हरा दिया. तो एनीवे, सो दिस वाज देयर प्लान. तो जैसे ही दिग्विजय आया, केशव कश्मीरी आया, और चैतन्य महाप्रभु गंगा के किनारे घाट पे बैठे थे अपने स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, उनको ग्रामर सिखा रहे थे. और वहां पर केशव कश्मीरी आया and just in few moments he composed 100 verses on Mother Ganges, and he, in the speed of wind, he spoke. You see, so fast. हवा की रफ्तार से उसने 100 श्लोक कंपोज भी किया और बोल भी दिया. He was so very learned, है ना, this केशव कश्मीरी. तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु, जो कि अभी 12-13 साल के ही स्टूडेंट हैं, उनका नाम है निमाई, उन्होंने सुना भी, उन्होंने याद भी कर लिया, और उन्होंने पॉइंट आउट भी कर लिया केशव कश्मीरी के कंपोजिशन में कि कहाँ पर आपने गलती की है. तो चैतन्य निमाई ने बोल दिया केशव कश्मीरी आपके कंपोजिशन में गलती है. तो केशव कश्मीरी, he was little disturbed. How can you say, you small fellow boy, where is the mistake in my composition? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, he marked the verse also in verse number 61 or 64 somewhere. You have composed like this the verse in the glorification of Mother Ganges, but it should be like this. So he had used Bhavani Bharta. Bhavani Bharta means it is ambiguous statement. Bhavani means the wife of Lord Shiva, and Bharta means husband. So husband of Bhavani Bharta. Bhavani means the wife of Lord Shiva, and Bharta means husband. So husband of wife of Lord Shiva. So like this he composed the verse. Husband of wife of Lord Shiva. So it became ambiguous. क्योंकि जब ऑलरेडी आपने बोल दिया कि wife of Lord Shiva means Lord Shiva. So why you are again using husband of wife of Lord Shiva? तो इस तरीके से ambiguous हो गया. So Nimai, he pointed out and he said, here you have committed mistake, because in grammar syntax should be very very correct. जो भी आप संस्कृत श्लोक बोल रहे हैं. तो this Kashmiri Pandit, he became very intrigued. Oh, this small boy, he could remember and he could point out where is the mistake. Then he fell on the feet of Nimai. Then he started asking, who are you? You are such a scholarly person. Then because this Kesho Kashmiri was a great devotee of Mother Saraswati, so while he was sleeping in the night, Mother Saraswati came in his dream, and Mother Saraswati said that today you were defeated by none other than Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is Krishna. He is even my master. I cannot stand before him. What to speak of you? So when Kesho Kashmiri heard that, I am not defeated by any ordinary person, I am defeated rather by Supreme Personality of Godhead. So immediately he became very happy, and he came and surrendered himself completely to Nimai and became his devotee. So this was a pastime, simple pastime. By this we understand that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not only devotee of Krishna, but he was very scholarly from the beginning itself. And at times, many times, he showed his uncommon activities as Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he was always hiding his real true identity as Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Therefore, many people don't know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this incarnation is very, very confidential, and only devotees know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now, because you are all becoming devotees, so therefore you are knowing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So tomorrow we'll celebrate the festival of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I request everyone to chant 16 rounds and see the miracles in your life. At least tomorrow I am requesting you to chant 16 rounds. Get up early in the morning and finish before 7 o'clock 16 rounds. 7-8 o'clock you just finish, and whole day then you engage in your other activities. Holi खेलो, जो भी करना करो, but जल्दी उठ के थोड़ा chanting कर लो 16 मान. Okay, ठीक है. So with this I'll stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. कल की छुट्टी है. Tomorrow will not have class. Next day Saturday we'll meet again and we'll conclude our Bhagavad Gita first chapter. Acha, one question has come. Is eating onion garlic a sin by wearing kanthi? Yeah, it is sin, but today so many questions about kanthi mala has come. So many people are asking. Kanthi mala मैं बता देता हूँ that kanthi mala to wear it is very very important, because Prabhupada has always he has warned us that no time should be there when you are without chanting, without kanthi mala, neck bead of tulsi. So Prabhupada was very very particular about wearing tulsi mala. So everybody should wear tulsi mala, because this world is very very fearful. Yamaraj can come at any time, but Yamaraj will not come to those who are wearing kanthi mala. So this is the great advantage of wearing kanthi mala. Kanthi mala means neck bead of tulsi, जैसा मैं पहना हूँ वैसा. So you can wear it, but as much as you can avoid, stop eating onion garlic. नहीं stop कर पा रहे हैं तो no issue, but you should always have a desire to get refrain from eating onion garlic or non-vegetarian and all those stuff, and wear kanthi mala. Yes, wearing kanthi mala is very very serious thing. Without any delay you can get it and wear it tomorrow itself. If you are very very anxious to wear, tomorrow is very auspicious day, tomorrow you can wear. And as much as you can refrain from eating onion garlic, you try to avoid. नहीं हो पा रहा कोई बात नहीं, but try to avoid, but you should wear it. That is the injunction, that is the understanding given by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Enjoy tomorrow. Have a nice day. Wish you a happy Gaur Purnima day, and nicely celebrate Holi without hurting anybody and everybody, in a very safe manner. Enjoy, and then next day or tomorrow we'll meet again to learn Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.